my name is Nina. I'm a certified personal trainer and strength and conditioning coach, and this is a lower body workout to work your booty, your legs, get you nice and trim and curvy. All right, so if you don't have a booty board, that's okay. All you need are a couple bands. One is just a stretchy band, and the other is a TheraBand. So get your water, get your mat, and let's get started. So go ahead and get down on your back on the mat. We're going to start with some glute bridges. So if you have the booty board, great. If not, it's okay. That's what you got your TheraBand for. So if you got your booty board, just go ahead and snap that into place. Otherwise, grab your TheraBand, wrap it a couple times around your hands. Now you can make it as tight or as loose as you want. The tighter it is, the more difficult it will be. So you make sure you have that band on your hips. And all you're gonna do is push through those heels and push that butt up in the air. Make your belly flat. Make sure you're not flaring your ribs. Don't worry about going too high. It's really about just getting those glutes activated and working. And make sure you're exhaling as you're going up. Inhale as you go down. Use control. We're gonna do 10 reps of everything. So again, go up and down. And when you're done with your 10, you're gonna go on your side. And the next exercise is 10 side lying hip raises. All right, make sure you're drinking enough water. Have some water nearby. When you're working out, you're breathing more, so you're losing more water. All right, so you're gonna lift up your hip and then lift up that leg up and down. Now try to stay up as high as you can. Keep that hip raised. Keep that shoulder strong. Don't sink into that shoulder. So you're working your shoulders, your obliques, your legs. You're working pretty much everything. When you get to 10 reps, let's do 10 on the other side. So as you can see, my wrist, elbow, and shoulder all in line. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 more. And 5, 4, 3. Push up with that shoulder. 2, and 1 more. All right, next exercise, stand up, grab a chair. We're gonna do some single leg deadlifts. If you have great balance, you don't need a chair, but I would go ahead and just grab one right now. All right, so I've got the band on, I'm leaning forward. My back is flat. Whoops, I lost my balance there a little bit. That's okay. That's why you probably want the chair. So we're doing 10 reps on each leg. Make sure your shoulders are not rounded. I'm putting my hands on my quad for support. Now I'm gonna do 10 on the other side. You can tap out that booty if it gets a little bit crampy. That sometimes happens if you give it a little love. So let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep your neck neutral, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, stand up. Next exercise, static lunges. You don't need any band for this unless you want the extra resistance. So we're going up and down on each leg for 10 repetitions. Make sure your back is straight because we're going up and down, so it's not a squat. You're not leaning forward. Don't worry about extending the front leg all the way. It's physically impossible. And go ahead and go to the other side. If you're done with those 10 reps, just go at your own pace. And then you don't have to tap that knee to the ground if you don't want to. Just make sure it goes low enough. All right, next exercise when you're done with those 10 reps is to get down on the mat. You're gonna go on your side. We're gonna do side leg lifts. Go down on our side and push up with the elbow like you did before. Now put your band above your knees if you want to. It's totally optional. So again, I'm pushing up with that shoulder, so I'm not sinking, because otherwise that will be bad for the shoulder. My toe is pointed down, and I'm just raising my leg as high as I can for 10 reps. If you've got the ankle strap, great. And switch sides when you're done with those 10 reps. Putting the ankle strap takes a little bit longer, but these are both equally good. All right, get the hair out of the way, lean forward, and do your 10 reps, up and down. Use control, don't slam it all the way down, use control on the way down. Give me a little smile. How you doing? All right, when you're done with those, stand up. We're gonna do single leg deadlifts. We're gonna grab that chair again. These are a little bit different. You've got that ankle strap on, go ahead and take that off. Grab some more water. All right, sorry, let's go do our single leg deadlifts. If you've got the board, you can do it this way. It adds more resistance. It's easier and harder, which is kind of interesting. It's a balance challenge for sure. The goal is just to make sure you feel that stretch on that hamstring. The one leg that's supporting you, that you're standing on, should be slightly bent. Again, you're hinging from the hips, you're leaning forward, your neck is neutral, and you're looking down as you go down. As you stand up, you're looking a little bit up. So if you've got the booty board and you've got your hands on the cables, you're gonna have to go a little bit slower. It's gonna take a little bit more time for that one. It's kind of fun. I like trying new things. It challenges my body, and that's what makes you get stronger, is when you're trying something new. So it's a really good idea to mix up your workouts every 4 to 6 weeks. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, that's when you'll plateau. So even though you may love something and it's really fun, just make sure to try different things, and you never know, you might like something else even better, and then you can go back to your favorite. All right, when you're done with the chair, you can get rid of it. So the next exercise, when you're done with those, you're gonna lay down on your mat, and we're gonna do alternating bridge marches next. So to make sure you get 10 on each side, make sure each side is the same number of reps, because you don't want one leg to be stronger than the other. Otherwise you end up with imbalances, and then your body just gets totally tweaked. All right, we're gonna do these alternating bridge marches. We're gonna do a total of 10, so really it's 5 on each side. So if you have your TheraBand, you can wrap that around your hands a couple times. If you want the extra resistance, totally optional, you don't need to do that unless you want to make it more difficult. So we're just marching up and down, alternating one leg then the other. Try to get that hip up, so it's not just moving the legs, it's getting that hip up so that we're working the glutes, which is your butt, which is one of the largest muscles in your body. Make sure you're breathing. Look up, don't make sure your chin's not dipped down. When you're done with those 10 reps, come on up, sit up. Otherwise, finish it out. You can take off your booty band, because we're going to stand up and we're going to cool down with some stretches. Grab some water as well. How'd you do? So let's go ahead and cool down with some stretches. I'm going to stretch the quadriceps, which is the front of the leg. So balance. You can grab a chair if you want. And make sure that both knees are bent. The legs, the quads are in line with one another. And I'll show you from the side. The goal is to, and you want to keep the standing leg bent to protect your spine. So you want this heel into your butt. And then if you can, tilt, do a pelvic tilt, squeeze that butt. Again, don't let this come forward. Now you're getting even more of a stretch. And if you can grab with both arms, hands, pull the shoulders down, back and down, squeeze. Ooh, that's a lot of work. All right, let's do the same thing on the other leg. So we're going to get your balance, grab that foot, bring it together in line, heel to your buttocks. Okay, again, line. See if you can get a little straighter, balance, squeeze the butt, pelvic tilt, shoulder back. Can you grab with the other hand? A little taller, squeeze. Now you should really feel that quad getting tight. Doing a nice little stretch. Slowly let that down. Let's stretch out the hamstring. So flexed foot, hinge from the hips, flat back, don't round, that'll release the stretch. Flat back, and then you want to rotate your torso so that it is in line with that foot. Now I try not to have people go like this because then they round and that doesn't do anything. So again, flex foot, flat back, and just reach with your chin to the middle of your toe. Can you flex a little more? And go a little bit outward toward your pinky toe to get your IT band. Center, tap down, roll up. Let's go ahead and stretch the other hamstring. And with a flexed foot, can you get flex more, and then rotate that torso in line with that foot. Flat back, maybe, and pull that butt cheek up. Yeah, you really feel that hamstring when you do that. Nose in line with toes, hinge from the hips, lean forward with your chin, not your arms. Shoulders back. Rotate externally toward the pinky toe slowly. Don't do too much. Center, tap, roll up. Let's do a nice little stretch, little back bend, hands behind the butt, shoulders back and down, squeeze the butt, look up, back bend, just a little bit, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Very nice. And then definitely let's go ahead and stretch out those glutes. Get down on your mat. This is my favorite glute stretch because it is extremely effective. So when you go down, let's use those abdominals. Let's use your entire body. Roll down with those abs. Slowly, carefully. Don't slam your body. All right. Knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Bring one leg over. Try to get this to 90 degrees if you can. If you're here, maybe push the leg a little further out, this leg further out. If you got pretty good hip flexibility, maybe you can bring it in this much. All right. Next thing you want to do, put your hands through that hole, grab onto your shin if you have pretty good flexibility. If not, hands behind the hamstring and then pull. So I have pretty good flexibility in my hips, so I'm going to grab my shin, chin up, look up, and feet are both slightly flexed. Look up and pull. Again, make sure this isn't this way, it's this way. I have a bee hovering above me. I'm checking it out and watching it right now. It's pretty. So I'm feeling this right here. If it's too much, you can just go in and out of the stretch. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Stretch out that other glute. And if you're here, you want it at 90. And if you can't get it at 90, push this leg back so that you're at 90. All right, so then hands to the hole, grab the hamstring or the shin, lean back, flex those feet gently, look up, chin up, make sure you're breathing, lower that breath, lower the heart rate. Can you pull in a little more? If it's too much, you could just swing in and out. All right, both feet down. And let's just windshield wiper those legs. I just love the way that feels. It's just like a nice stretch. All right. And then inner thigh stretch. Go ahead and get up. And for this stretch, I like to take my shoes off. So go ahead, if you have your shoes on, take them off. All right, put those feet together. So this is called a butterfly stretch. So I'm kind of moving my legs up and down as if they were my wings. And again, if you're way up here and your shoulders are up, you want the shoulders back and down. And then you want your feet down. So if you can't do this, just scoot a little further back or push the feet a little more forward. So as you do this more often, you will get more flexible. So you always want to do your stretches at the end of every workout. Never do it before, because even if I did this stretch at the beginning, there's no way I could get my legs this flat. There's just no way, because I would be too tight and I'd be more likely to pull something, and we don't want to harm ourselves. The whole point is to get healthier. All right, so let's see how close I can get. And then if I want a little bit more of a stretch, I'm going to take the palm of my hand, I'm going to put it right here above the knee, not on the knee. You never want to put pressure on the joints. I'm going to pull my shoulder back and down. And I can get it all the way to the ground. Now I actually do this stretch every single day at the end of my workouts. And I do at least a mini workout, leg workout, every single day. The crazy ones I do twice a week, but I do a mini leg one every day. I just love it. All right, sit up tall, cross your legs, and just do a little massage. So let me know if you like this workout by giving me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And one thing to remember is just to make sure, maybe double check to make sure that bell is tapped. Otherwise, you won't get any notifications when I publish a video. And make sure to drink lots of water all day long. It's really important to hydrate, and when you hydrate, it will actually fill you up, and you might even eat less. So if your goal is weight loss, make sure to drink as much water as possible. Have a great day. Hope to see you soon.